strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Let's go, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam, slam, slam.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put that team on the bus. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch.
Hey, lock it.
Watch, twist.
Deep river.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Good breaker, baby, good breaker.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball down because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is Johnson. He's got it. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Yo, go.
Motion. Check. Hot route. Hot. Check.
Hey, let's go. 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run into the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
51.
Yes.
Get some penetration here.
Hey. High 7. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Miller.
Target.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Let's go
They
now.
had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mike 56.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the screen.
Now.
Back to throw. Miller. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
60 outlaw.
52's to Mike. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Ready.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Danny. Hey, Mike 51.
Hard.
He's coming. We got
Hit it.
Miller looking to throw on second down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Got it. 22 is the mic right here, over there.
22 jet bomber.
Tighten down. There you go. Rush in. Joker.
Bam. And
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
on the ready.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 99. Check.
Look at me. Zip fire.
The handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
I'm going to hit you.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, rock it. Go.
Watch the whip.
This is Spiller.
Bang.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And again, this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shoot. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now they try the right side here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
15 line. 15 line.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left. 4 down.
Hey, Echo.
Check down. 81.
Now Miller from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Under crunch. 5.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. It'll take it up past the 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
General
2nd
West.
and 4 at the 7-yard line.
58.
Get it.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tackles.
J61, matchbox lights. Lead river.
Block now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Alert flare. Watch the edge.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Pull it high.
36-yard line.
Shift. Watch that. Let's go.
On 1st down, Locke. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the Raiders have got him.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Pilot, 64.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go,
the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
85 is coming, 85 is coming. Watch him, watch him.
Go.
Go.
Switch.
Tighten up.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they got it 1st and 10.
Now.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On the ball. Get it.
From midfield, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Set. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check 4. Big Griffin.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Ready. 50. Plant.
Cut. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
Locke now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Let's calm down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Show an A. Show an A.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That one good for 26 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Looking to throw. Miller. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Stay with your man.
Hit it.
Miller now operating from the gun. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Miller on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
5.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. To throw it is Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Lead grip.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Topper! Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Hey, Foxtrot. Yo, go.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Matchbox lights. Check. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
It's easy work, and it's coming
They're trying
again.
to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
I got him.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 51.
Rock it.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
Hey. High 7. Now.
On 3rd down, Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Leo.
They run with Spiller. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Justin Tucker.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Point. Get on the point right here. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, zoom.
Wide, get wide.
Yeah, big river.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams.
And
there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Go. Ready.
Now Spiller. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Yeah, baby, boom.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game.
Go,
You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
64, weak. 5. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Kelsey on the grab. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown from 19 yards away. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go!
Miller from the gun, he'll throw.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Miller throwing again. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Have a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Under 10, under 10. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Check nine. We got double tight. Double tight.
Check. Bravo.
Lucky. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Get it.
To throw on third down. Miller. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Miller now, operating from the gun. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run with Breda. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Who that?
Yep.
Slam.
General West.
Check 3.
Hit it.
Here's Spiller.
Go. Run.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, they run it with Spiller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run through with Breda. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Tight dog, get it.
A lot going to throw it here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Raider gets 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes